After 12 years, this is why I'm cutting vegan protein powder from my diet. Hi, I'm Shelby. I am a certified strength and conditioning specialist, a certified nutrition coach, and I've been training for the past 15 years. I have always used some sort of protein powder, mainly because it is easy. However, when I got pregnant with my second kid, I developed a dairy intolerance, which means that I couldn't use whey, and I switched over to a vegan protein powder. This worked fine for a very long time. My entire blog is dedicated to high protein recipes that often use vegan protein powder or collagen powder. I mix them into smoothies and oatmeal and baked goods like brownies and cookie dough, all of that, and it has served me well. However, a recent study came out that looked at the heavy metal load in protein powders and found that vegan protein powder, specifically pea protein powder, had the biggest amount in it. So just a lot of lead, a lot of toxic metals. And that's just because vegan protein powders tend to use things like pea and rice protein in order to get their protein up. This made me double think my entire system. Mainly because as someone who uses protein powder every single day, that's a lot to take in. If these protein powders are filled with a lot of heavy metals, then that's what I'm putting in my body on a regular basis, which wasn't my goal. However, being dairy-free means that I can't take a casein or a whey protein. I'm sure a lot of you have had this problem as well. So what was the solution? I've been using collagen powder for years, and I absolutely love it. However, it is not a complete protein. What I have instead switched to, in addition to collagen powder, because I still do use it a lot, is a beef protein powder. Now, that may sound so weird to you, and I guess it is in some ways. However, beef protein powder is not only high in protein, but a lot of other essential nutrients. It's also dairy-free and gluten-free and keto and just so simple. Especially when you get a quality brand, you're looking at very minimal ingredients, easy taste, easy mixes, and just a quality protein powder. You're taking away that entire study of a lot of heavy metals in your protein powder because it is made from beef. So obviously I've spent the last little bit experimenting with this protein powder. Given that my entire blog, fitasmamabear.com, uses protein powder for a lot of recipes, it's something that I definitely needed to play around with. You should know that beef protein powder, while amazing, does not respond the same that vegan protein powder does. So vegan protein powder tends to absorb a lot of liquid because it is normally pea protein based. This makes it easy to bake with, it makes things fluffy or ultra thick. Beef protein powder does not do that. It does not act as a binder in baked goods. It does make everything a little bit sticky, which is a fun texture in smoothies, but not so great in something like banana bread. So there's a lot of tweaking involved. If you are making this switch, know that they are not interchangeable. I am working on revamping a lot of recipes on the blog to include tips and tricks to use different protein powders, but know that they are not a one-to-one exchange ratio. Now, when it comes to brands, again, there's a lot of brands out there, and there's a couple that I'm trying. Recently, I have used ATP beef protein powder, which I absolutely love. It's got a decent flavor that you do have to get used to in comparison to vegan protein powder. And it works well in smoothies and oatmeal and yogurt, that kind of stuff. Baking, it is a little bit different. I'm also loving Equip Prime Protein. Their flavors are delicious, and again, just a little bit different regarding how to bake with it, but absolutely tasty and just really high quality. There's another one on the market coming out called Humble that I've been working closely with because this protein powder is actually geared towards women over 40, so it's got a little bit more extras in it, but I find that kind of neat given what I use it for. I think with any protein powder, it's just important to find one that suits your lifestyle, your dietary needs. You're looking for not a ton of additives, extra ingredients, or sugars, and to find one that has over 20 grams of protein, which most beef protein powders do. So your takeaway is this: if you are looking to bump up your protein, to make healthy eating a little bit easier, and for a quality product, give beef protein powder a try. Honestly, it's been a game changer for my own personal fitness. I know with vegan protein powders, even the great ones, still leave you feeling just a little bit bloated because they are normally grain-based or pea-based, because they have a lot of extras in them. I haven't experienced that once with beef protein powder. It has been just absolutely amazing for my training and for my recovery. And frankly, as a busy mom, it just makes your day easier to bump up your protein with a protein powder. So check it out. If you have questions, drop them. I'm happy to look into them. into them as much as I can. It is a huge change for me, given that I've been using protein powder for so long and a vegan protein powder for at least 10 years now, but it is so worth it.